When you hear the word Venice, what do you imagine? Before the Grand Canal, before Dogge's palace, before the gold and gilded riches and squares, Venice was a marsh wasteland. A place where mosquitos flourished, where malaria prospered, and fear ruled the day. Today's romance, culture, and majesty of Venice is something many of us take for granted. But did you know Venice was born of this dark past? That its incredible palaces, its art, its food, and its priceless riches began in a place of terror, dread, and misfortune? Venice was born to quench the most desperate and basic of human needs. A word we all know well today, named survival. Placed in an almost inhospitable habitat where people huddled in mud-stick homes, fearing, hoping the barbarian hordes of the North and Southeast Asia would see no reason to visit or conquer their poor, deprived swampland. Over 1,500 years ago, this was the last place on Earth you'd expect an Instagram tourist selfie pose, or a gondola ride, a plate of risotto, or a great slice of pizza pie. In the year 452 AD, when Attila and the Huns sacked the landlocked Italian city of Aquileia, just to the northeast of where Venice resides today, the inhabitants fled to the south, to the wet mosquito-filled marshes, hoping the Huns would stay away. And stay away they did, for this swampland was not worthy of conquer. Then, the Lombard invasion 1 century later brought more frightened displaced people, looking for sanctuary in the slowly building, muddy Venetian swamp inlets as they built wood and eventually stone homes. Locals quickly learned woodwork, masonry, and mastery over their terrain, constructing wood piles, stakes, and stones to secure the slowly sinking marsh wilderness through the weaving canals. Placed in the center of the lagoon, one settlement, named Venice, would rise above the rest, taking a foothold, claiming other settlements as its own. In the 11 and 1500s, Venice became the place where its merchants learned to finance ventures through the new idea of bills of exchange. And this new system they'd learned to call banking, which offered yet another curious concept soon to emerge. And it was called credit, where a group of merchants offered all the money you needed up front for just a small, insignificant, minimal, minor compounding future fee that they just add to the end on your bill. During this time, the Medicis mastered the art of finance, becoming one of the wealthiest families in the world. But the true story here is something much more profound. Because from this origin, from this place born of fear, driven through ingenuity, sacrifice, and willingness to do what others would not, a willingness to do whatever it took to survive, from a marsh wasteland, eventually the extraordinary occurred.